Go.
Hey yo, it's Deep Combos Extra Extra with your hosts, Meg and Fran. We have some kind of random but awesome questions for you today that we're going to answer from the depths of our soul. And you will notice that today's episode is called Stephen's Cards. No, it is not like the title of a novel. It is actually quite literally our Uncle Stephen's cards that he whipped out. And he was like, y'all should answer these questions. And we're like, okay.
Yeah, they're like,
So,
they're called like tabletop discussion cards?
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he uses them for his therapy sessions, but yeah, we want to answer them for you
We're just
today.
using them for our own purposes.
Yeah, we're just totally exploiting his cards. So
Yeah.
here we go. Stephen's cards. Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, so here's the first question, or the first card. What one possession means the most to you and why?
There's no why on it.
I'm adding a why.
Okay. In a nutshell, I'm not a sentimental person. I don't keep anything. So the short answer to that is nothing material really means that much to me. Like, honestly, I could give away all of these things and I wouldn't bat an eyelash. But in terms of like, if you really had to like, twist my arm to give you something that I really value materialistically, would be my yoga mat. Like, honestly, that's the only thing I have that if you took it away, I would shed one single tear. Not really, because I could always buy a new one, but that shit's expensive. So yeah, it would be, let me just look around real quick. Yeah, it would be my yoga mat. Because I've been doing yoga for 5 years and I do it every day and I can't not do it. And I use that mat for a lot of stuff. Yoga, workouts, meditation. But yeah, not really. You can honestly take whatever. I won't. I don't care. What about you?
I'm kind of like along the same lines, and that's what travel has helped me with, is just becoming more of a minimalist and not becoming so attached to stuff. So, and you can even see from like our apartment, we really don't have a lot. We don't even have a bed frame, and actually I don't want one anymore. So it's like,
Wow.
I kind of like, I don't know, I'm not really super attached to anything. I guess like if I had to choose one that I do get a lot of value of in my life, it's my smartphone. And that's because like, and I'm sure a lot of people would answer that, but like, honestly,
No,
I
that's
do
fair.
like literally everything here. It's my alarm clock. I listen to music on here, and music's a big part of my life. If I wanted to do other stuff in my life, like exercise, I can pull up exercise videos here. My Pinterest board is here, which, as you guys know, it's like I source a lot of and curate a lot of stuff on there. So Spotify, all these apps, and the fact that everything's in one place, I think is also good from a minimalist perspective, because I don't have to be going to all these different places. Everything is here in one place.
Yeah.
So
That's a good answer, actually.
that would be my answer.
That's a good answer.
My smartphone.
Because
It's a lot of things in one streamlined.
Yeah,
place.
I should have said that one.
Well, the yoga mat's also good, but
I really just
worst comes to worst, you can do yoga on the ground.
I don't
but
care.
At least you can pull up.
I know. If
like
you, I really don't care about objects, but yeah, I think I would flinch the most if someone took my phone. Okay.
Your calendar's on there. I know you're a big calendar person.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Moving on.
Okay, next, card number 2. If you're in denial about one thing, what is it?
If I am in denial about one thing, it's I don't know. You go first.
Okay, so I guess for me, this is like a big thing to admit, but it's like if someone were to compare me with mom, and I feel like I'm not like mom at all, like in their values and their mindsets and stuff, but there is one thing I'm really similar with her about, and it's the fact that I really like a clean environment. I mean, I'm not as freaking, I don't vacuum like 10 times a day or whatever, and I don't freak out if there's a spot of water, but I am very much the kind of person who's affected by my environment, and I cannot focus if like it's a fucking, like, for that right now is kind of bothering me. The more that I look at it, the fact that the bed's not made, it's like really bothering me. I need to make the bed. If I'm done eating, I need to wash the dishes right away. I need to clean the table. That's just how I am. And so I guess in that aspect, it's like I'm a lot like mom. I just don't like being compared to her, and that's like the denial aspect of it because
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that's a good
that's my
answer. If I'm in denial about something, it's probably, I guess, like, it's not as bad now, but I do care about people thinking I'm wrong or incompetent or stupid. Like they're all like like parts of the same cloth of like, if I do something and people are like, wow, that's wrong, or they're like, whoa, you did that so badly, or like, where are you getting that information? It's stupid. I get so riled up about that, but I don't really make a fuss about it, because when other people act that way of like, if they expressed how much they care about how wrong they are, or like how people think they're wrong or incompetent, I'm like, just chill, dude. Like, it's fine. But then when I experience it, I'm not gonna lie, I get a little riled up. And it's something I've been working on. I'm better about it, but like, it still riles me up. It's still like the initial flame of anger is like, I know what I'm talking about, is in there. And yeah, so no one really knows about that. Well, now you know, everyone. They think I'm like a
I mean, I
chill.
think a lot of us to a degree have
Yeah,
experienced
but
that.
it's
No
like
one likes to feel
huge.
that way.
No one likes to feel that way, but like, honestly, I get so mad, like, and I hold it all inside, and I think it's bad. I think I need to let it out. Like, I need to scream into a pillow when it happens, but I don't. I just hold it in, and then like it piles on, and yeah. And anyway, now is a good starting point. Everyone knows about it. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, moving on.
Okay. Card number 3. Do you tend to hide or show your emotions?
I think it depends on the situation. Um, my habitual thing that I've grown up doing is hiding it. But then that, like I just said, I hide my anger about being thought I'm wrong. It's a remnant from how I was raised, and I tend to hide it. But now I've gotten almost half and half in that, because I've been an actor for quite a while. Sometimes even when I do want to hide it, my emotion just comes out, or people see it on my face and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, yeah. And so sometimes it's subconscious, but yeah, I try to be open when I have to, and I try to be hide it when I have to, like, for example, work. But sometimes they don't always go hand in hand. Like, sometimes it comes out anyway. Yeah. What about you?
Um, in general, I'm the kind of person I need to express how I'm feeling. Like with the whole like my alcoholic journey, as we were talking about in the other episode, a big part of my healing and my growth has been through sharing. And in fact, that's the whole point of meetings, is you have to share. So that's just how I am. I like to share what I'm going through. I find it's very healing. Even like when I try to give someone the cold shoulder, or if I try to be passive aggressive, people know anyway how I'm feeling, because it's like, well, why is she acting that way? Oh, because like, so just by nature, I'm a very sharey kind of person.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I know.
I know. Okay, next. For better or worse, what music affects your mood?
Uh, I mean, I'm not a like, if it's a happy song like Lizzo's, what's that famous Lizzo song? It goes like,
Do your hair, check your nails, and
yeah,
blah blah blah.
hands on, check nails. Whenever I listen to that, I feel so on top of the world. Like, I feel like I'm that person she's talking about. It's like, I don't need that guy. Like, I can just walk around my life like whatever. That's how I feel when I listen. So I guess in that sense, all music. If the music has
Mhm.
lyrics that, and like the music matches the lyrics like that song, then I end up feeling like that song. I end up feeling on top of the world, or if it's like or it reinforces what I'm feeling. So I'm feeling like sad because like something bad happened, and then I'm like, oh man, I really want to like wallow in this emotion. So I listen to something sad, and then I end up like, yeah, this song knows how I feel. And so I guess like everything, I don't know, all songs. What about you?
Yeah. No, that last part you said about like reinforcing your emotions, that's exactly how I am with music. Music to me is like a mirror. And I like it to be a mirror for how I'm feeling because it just makes me feel less alone. And I feel like that's the point of music. So, like, if I am sad, for instance, or I'm just in the dumps, the worst thing to do would be to play like a happy song or like a party song, which I do love, like EDM. You guys know, I've been a big fan of EDM since the beginning. I think I just paused my Oh my gosh, iTunes just opened. I don't know why. Ah!
He was like, oh, you
So,
want EDM? Okay.
no, go away. um, and then if I'm happy or like if I'm working out or whatever, even like if I'm doing my day job, like work, music that pumps me up, like it really affects me. So yeah, like you, I like my music to be a mirror of how I'm feeling inside because
Yeah, my
it's
addendum
like a
to that,
blanket. It's like,
yeah, it's like hugs you. It's like, yeah, I know how you feel.
yeah,
But my addendum to
exactly.
that is like, I want it to be a mirror, but um and some days I want it to be a mirror that all adds like that extra, like back to that Lizzo song. Because that song talks about like, oh, he dumped your ass. That sucks, dude. But also,
Mm,
you don't fucking need him. So I want it to be a mirror of like, yeah, I feel bad that he dumped my ass. But then like I don't need him. And
yeah.
it like a
It's
mirror
like a mirror and a friend.
and a
A
friend.
mirror
And it like
and a
adds a
mentor.
layer of like, you have the tools, girl. You have the tools. You got this.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, exactly.
so both,
But
yeah.
also sometimes it's like, especially like if it's a negative emotion, you just need that validation. And
Oh
hearing a
yeah.
song that like is like, it's just because like what we were talking about in the other episode, the worst thing is when people just dismiss you. And so to
Yeah.
have a song that is validating you is really like healing.
Yeah. I agree with that. I can't have a song that just doesn't acknowledge it at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Okay. And the last and my favorite question: what annoying behavior of yours do you blame your mother for?
Can you? Oh, you basically talked about it, but you go first.
um, Basically all my character defects I
No, you
blame
gotta
on
pick a
her.
few. You can't do that whole.
Um, okay, because like the way mom raised us is very like sheltering and like anything bad in this world, like I must cover you from it, even to the point where it's like we're watching a movie. Every single cuss word, she'll be like, that's a cuss word. That's a cuss word. And if there's like
Or
30
like a
F words
sex
in the
scene,
movie,
it's like,
she
okay,
yeah.
fast forward.
Yeah, exactly. But the annoying the cuss word thing really annoyed me because if there would be 40 in the movie, she would say literally 40 times. That's a cuss word. And I'm like, I wanted to like turn it back on her and be like, that's a person, that's a man, that's a rock, and just like literally identify every bad thing. So because of that's the way we were raised, that just made me as a person want more to like seek out those things, like seek out the alcohol and seek out the sex and like all this shit that she was trying to protect us from. And this is just basic psychology thing, right? And I know like when I parent my own children, like if they're curious about weed, let's fucking talk about it. Let's try a joint together. Like I know that's going to be the kind of parent I am because there's no point in just like sheltering your kids from everything. Obviously there's like some common sense that goes into it, like the sex talk, like wait till the right age, whatever, you know. um but yeah, I blame her for a lot of that stuff, for like my alcoholism and just the fact that I wanted to go so hard and all of that, and like the alcoholism went hand in hand with like sex and insecurities. I was anorexic for a time, and that was because I wanted to feel some sort of power in my life. It wasn't really so much about the appearance or losing weight. It was about like I wanted to control something in my life because she was controlling everything, you know.
Yeah.
So controlling what I ate gave me that sense of peace. So my anorexia, my alcoholism, insecurities, perfectionism, um yeah. Don't worry, listeners, our mom doesn't even listen to
It's loaded.
this.
You don't know. Yeah, it's similar. Similar. But yeah, I think one of the big things is like I have social anxiety that I've since I know how to manage it now. But yeah, before I just like was afraid that people are always judging me. And so I would just avoid all social interaction. And I still today I have to like I have to keep practicing those tools to be like it's okay to feel vulnerable around someone. Like, and if they judge you, then that's something you just have to experience. And they're not always judging you. That's not true. But yeah, it's because she, like Meg broached it, but she sheltered us from a lot of things, including social interaction. And dating is another thing. It's like she sheltered us from guys. Just a lot of things that we had to figure out on our own. And like things happen. For Meg, it's alcoholism and other things. For me, it's social anxiety. It's not really an annoying behavior. I've lived with that. I live with it now, and I don't think it's annoying. I think it's just part of who I am. But yeah, it's pretty easy to pinpoint where it came from.
Yeah, it's like super easy. And it's like when I went into therapy, like we talked a lot about mom because
Yeah,
she was basically like the big part of our childhoods. But
yeah,
I mean, like I don't have resentment anymore. Like I accept and love mom still, and I understand she goes through her own battles. But it's just like if you were to look at it objectively and like scientifically, like one thing led to another, it's very clear that mom played a big role.
yeah.
So I don't want this to seem like a whole blaming, like oh, like,
Yeah,
but it's just
Meg and I are both like
the
over the
facts.
blaming stage. I mean,
Yeah, we're done.
I've
Like,
done that already. I don't need to do that anymore. Yay, we did
well,
it.
yay! Those were your random questions for the day, listeners. Hope you learned something new about us. Steven's cards. I think he should market his own deck of cards
We should
and call them Steven's cards.
I know. Or like we should just make this a series. Just like, oh, here's Steven's cards part 2.
Yeah, like once a month. Yeah.
I'm
Steven's
sure
cards Christmas edition. Steven's cards 4th of July edition.
Yeah, oh my god. Okay, I'm down. Okay.
So fucking random.
I know. Okay, well, hope y'all enjoyed that or not. We don't care. So if you have answers to those, honestly, guys, we want to know. Like, we've been waiting. Tell us what you think.
How do you feel about Steven's cards?
Answer all of those questions. We'll put our socials below. If you don't answer, I'll hunt you down.
Hashtag desperate.
Okay, anyway, on that note.
Okay. All right, stay safe. Wear your masks.
Wear your masks.
Yep. Bye.